Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Interpret the message as it best resonates, okay? I always feel like I need to say that. However, you guys already know that. I know that you guys already know that. However, if you're new to my channel, you might not know that I don't like to just look at, the surface. I like to look at the shadows and see how they play out as karmic themes. So the you'll be able to heal. You'll be able to shape shift your situation if it's out of balance. Because you're your own healer. I'm just can do it for spirit to speak, right? I mean, healing is all about seeing your situation through another perception. A lot of times seeing yourself through a different perception. If you're someone that always sees yourself as failing, well, you got to be able to see yourself win, in order to believe that it can happen, right? So that's what this channel is about. It's about being able to shape shift your situation. And of course, I'm going to look at all the other stuff because everybody wants to know that other stuff. But from a spiritual perspective, believe it or not, those things aren't important, what your person thinks and what they feel. To us, it's important. We want to know that. So, of course, I'm going to pull a card. But to spirit's like, what's more important is how you react to whatever's happening in your life. Because karma is based on what you do. All right. And when we need healing, a lot of times it's because we've experienced a situation through a certain perception over and over and over again. And that becomes our new reality. And it doesn't need to be a new reality. Our bodies and minds are self-healing organisms. We can heal and evolve. We can do it. God made us that way. Okay. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, be ready to hear a shadow reading because this is not just a surface. All right, grounding, grounding, grounding. I don't know. For this Virgo, grounding is difficult. I mean, it means that we're present, we're in the here and now, we're in the moment. Can't be up in your head doing psychic readings and being present. That's not, like I said, grounding. I feel like you're connected to somebody that normally is very grounded, but they're not very grounded now. And I believe that you are very grounded. You're putting your energy towards what you need to grow your business. You're putting your energy towards making yourself stronger. You're putting your energy towards what's benefiting you. And I believe that everyone's noticing it. And everyone's very curious about what you're doing because I also feel like you're keeping a lot of things private, where normally you would advertise every little thing that you were doing. You're not doing that now because you have a lot of wannabes. You have a lot of people that are struggling right now. And I believe that you don't have a problem because you're grounded. And people don't realize that when they are co-creating with spirit, you need to be grounded, but you're co-creating with spirit and that you're not leading you. The higher self is leading you when you're grounded. When you're really grounded, that's when you're seeing God, the universe, work through your environment and work through you to bring you people, situations, experiences that change you, that heal you. So your energy is very healing. People perceive you as being very gentle, very soft, very kind, very good energy. And for whatever reason, it's triggering somebody else. And I'm feeling like that because they, feel like you might like start dating other people. You may not give them the time. I'm feeling like you're connected to someone that has a lot of anxiety. Now, we are going to pull cards to see why I just channeled that. Like, what does this card have to do with everything that I just said? Now, also, if you want to enter into winning free reading with me, you have to write that word in your comment bar. Don't forget. But we're, like I said, I want to know why? Okay, let's see why. Let's see why. Like this person's getting a little bit triggered by it, very nervous. There is something keeping me from you. So you're in separation from this person. And like I said, I feel like they have a lot of anxiety because they want to come to you. And they see that, again, you're drawing a lot of attention to you, that you're getting noticed, that people are viewing you through how now they view you. But I don't think that this person view you from a very high consciousness. I believe that their ego was big at the time that you met this person. They were in a different phase within their life, maybe a high time in their life. There were good things going on in their life. So you met them in a high point in their life, and they met you in a low point, or maybe it just wasn't developed enough. Maybe you just started a job. Maybe you just moved into the neighborhood. There was a sense that, you were just new. So their perception of you was distorted because they viewed you from where they were and from where you were. And that's not who you are, that the things that were going on in your life. So this person never gave you the energy, is what I'm feeling. That's why, again, they misjudged you. And now what they see is you're getting attention from other people, that other people notice you have a good reputation, that it's, again, you're no longer the new kid on the block. You actually are one of the main people on the block. And that's what they're saying. Spiritual awakening, and the kind of spiritual awakening where they're like it's freaking them out. It's freaking them out because they have really strong feelings for you. And I feel like it's making them not be able to be grounded. Like they'll be in the middle of doing something at work and then your head pops into their head and then they daydream and they fantasize and then they have to go back to work. And it's like, it's creating mistakes at work. It's creating like sleepless nights. It's creating, this person I feel like has a bit of an ego. I am filled with regret. It's like, of course they are. Like I said, I felt like this was staying up all night and just like trying to like downplay what they did. And then, being like, it wasn't really that bad that I didn't call your 12 surgeries, like, or whatever, or that your mother or father died, or like some catastrophe happened in your life that they just weren't available for because they were so stuck in their own, head, ego. And now it's like, I gotta come back. I didn't see you for who you are. I misjudged you. Obstacles. Now there's obstacles in the way because there's someone keeping me from you. Again, like someone that I could have been with you, but I was with this person instead. And now that person is not going to let me go. And now it's like I realize I chose the wrong person because I don't take the time to get to know anybody, is what it looks like. And it's like, and I'm feeling like I don't take the time to get to know anyone because I'm a bit of a player and I don't really know what I want. So I breadcrumb everyone and then I have everyone just give me all the attention, all the attention. And I was in a high point within my life when I met you. I probably had like at least 10 people doing that for me. And work was going well, everything was going well. And now like I'm in a dark night of the soul because that's everything that wasn't built on truth has now crashed and burned. And what's left is what's real. And what's real is the feelings that I have for you. So now I'm filled with regret. And I have passion and desire for you. Again, because when it's that type of relationship, whether it's a past life karmic, whether it's a twin flame relationship, there is going to be passion and desire. So, and I say it could be a twin flame only because if this person heals themselves and does what they need to do, and there's that passion and desire, it's the desire to be with you, the desire is healing the unconditional love that they have for you. And what I think is that this person is usually very surface, party boy, party girl, doesn't really get too close with people. And so again, passion is the fire element, and fire transmutes spiritual wounds. We'd have to look and see why you again brought this person into your life. But right now, what I'm seeing is that they're not very grounded and you're grounded. So I'm not even feeling like you're thinking about this person. Crushed. It's like they feel crushed. It's again, they feel hurt, they feel crushed. They also realize that they hurt you, that they hurt you because they held on to secrets about this person, about not knowing what to say about this person. I feel like this person does not, your person does not have any love for that person. It's more like an obligation. It's more like, I feel like literally I saw it in my head. I saw like a chain and like a, what is that? Like a bowling ball and chain, like a ball and chain, like a ball and chain. That's what I feel saw like in my head. It's like where the person is like, feels like I have this dead weight that I don't want. And it's because the attachment is like knows exactly what happened, doesn't, might not know that there's who you are, doesn't know if the person has someone, but they certainly know that they don't want to be with them. And that's creating a lot of anxiety for your person because they keep putting obstacles in your person's way to like to hold them back because they're like, well, if someone's there, they're going to wait a really long time. And in that, they're going to know that I'm right here. So that'll probably scare them away, which is giving your person a lot of anxiety and why they're full of regret because they're like, I thought by now that you would talk to me. I thought by now I would be rid of this situation. I thought by now, no, the karmic was right there. That person like knows that they don't want to be with them. They don't care. Again, flighty. And they also thought that, again, you were not going to be like, they thought that you were flighty in the beginning. And then maybe, again, you were not as serious, maybe what you do for a living. They think there was things about you that they didn't feel were as grounded. Now they see the grounded energy. Now they see that everything that they perceived about you is wrong. However, they thought that that was you. The karmic feels that they're the flighty one because they were like, well, I know how to use everything against you to keep you stuck. The truth of the matter is, your person could leave at any time, I feel. So what winds up happening is the unhealthy attachment is a trauma bond that they're stuck in. And that trauma bond, like, unless they like leave, and that's like, which they would still need to heal. They need to get away from the trauma bond and then deal with what those elements, because this person would be really codependent, not really know how to treat you, play a lot of games. They, which is what the karmic knows. Again, constrained. Everything is constrained, confined, like I'm keeping you. And see, if your person just was honest with you, it might have been able to work out. You might have been able to help them. But I feel like this karmic like gets so crazy and it overstimulates your person because your person is so sneaky. They lie about everything. And they did for so long that I just feel like that karmic is up their ass, being like, I know that you're going to go visit someone, you're going to go talk to someone, you want to go be with someone. So I'm going to prevent that. I'm going to make it difficult for you. I'm going to make your life a living hell. And that's why your person's full of regret. That's why they're in a dark night of the soul, because they're like, how did I wind up in this situation? And they wound up in the situation because they didn't end anything. They never end anything. They leave the door a little bit open because they're not strong within themselves. So we need to say again, because yes, does this person have feelings for you? Yeah, we know that. It's like, are they going to do anything? Can they do anything? Will they ever get off their ass and figure out how to do anything? We are going to pull only 3 cards to see. And then we're going to see why you would attract a person like this into your life. What is spirit trying to tell you? What needs healing? Okay, I will find my way back to you one day. So they do believe that they're going to make it back to you. They do. And I do believe that they're working on it. I just believe it's like slow because it's like this person isn't very emotionally intelligent and they're too worried about the karmic. They have to not care. That's the unhealthy attachment. The unhealthy attachment is the fact that they are still holding on to that person. They are acting like that person's holding on to them. It's like an unhealthy attachment only happens if 2 people are holding on. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was flipped over, and we're going to just take it. Because all the other cards aren't. And I feel like there's never any mistakes. Okay, you deserve better than me. That was also flipped over. I am so sorry. So again, they see exactly what they did and they're like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how I'm going to fix this because this is bad. Okay, one more. I know I said one more, but I'm like, that's it? You're just gonna say sorry? You're not gonna do shit? Like, really? Again, secrets and deception, no, because it's like they're not ready to tell you about everything. They're not ready to tell you all about the karmic. And what would happen is they would just still sneak around and create more problems. And they don't want to sabotage this connection. They believe that they're going to come back one day. And I just feel like they're going to do it their way. And their way may not be the best way because like I said, they're still trying to be codependent. They're still trying to like navigate it where they don't hurt anyone, but someone's going to get hurt in the situation. And in the fact that they're not hurting this person, they're hurting you. And what they're realizing that is they realize that now, but it's like all this time has gone on. What can they possibly say? It's like I said, it would be easier if you came to me, but you're not doing that. And I don't believe that you will do that. And I don't believe that you should do that. And so we ask again, why would you pull this person into your life? There they are. I was like, where are the inner child cards? I was like, because we look at the inner child and say, why would I attract a person that is like this? Even if you choose to be with them. Now, some of you are going to be with them, some of you aren't. And I think a large part, like, will pull for it, but I can guarantee a lot of you guys don't even know. You won't know until that day, that moment. But we'll pull for it, but we'll look first and see why would you pull a person to you that's not ready to give you in your life? What were you supposed to learn from this connection? Belittled. This person didn't give you anything. So they and I feel like the inner child wound is the fact that if you grew up with a parent that made you feel little, that made you feel small, it's like you're gonna put up with like a lot less than what you deserve because you're not coming from your true sense of self. And I believe that when you met this person, you weren't in your true sense of self. You again had moved, or you moved or you started a new job, or maybe just got out of a relationship. So you were starting like you weren't at a high point in your life. This person was at a high point in their life. So it started off like that, and you didn't notice again how much they gave until much later down the road, much later to the point that they actually formed a connection to you, possibly because you were putting energy in other places. Nevertheless, this person never gave. And they felt comfortable being in your life and still never giving. And I believe that once you did say something, this person turned it around and they thought that they were going to run to somebody else that was some like a little bit better. And what they see is that it's not better, it's 1,000 times worse, and that you're really their person. So the belittled was that to like always honor yourself, set boundaries right from the beginning of a relationship. And again, it may left over rage. So we asked that. And the reason why is that's a root chakra imbalance. If wasn't supported, if I feel inadequate, if I feel I can't have relationships and I keep dating people that are unavailable for me, that lead me on, and I feel like it's going to go somewhere, it's like, but then I don't get. So it was to clear, to bring up that rage, to make you look at it and be like, this person made me feel small. This person made me feel that way. And so that's really the inner child wound, because spirit says no one should be able to make you feel small unless you feel small. And it's like, well, where did it come from? Well, if it's a root chakra imbalance, it means that you didn't really go out and find yourself, create yourself enough. And in that, you are very innocent and you take things for face value. And why I say that, when you go out and you create yourself, you become more worldly, you're more interactive in life. More opportunities come to you. You interact with different people. And from dealing with different people, you learn different perceptions, you learn different things. So not doing enough for yourself to change that perception, which I feel like you didn't feel as good about yourself. And whenever we're coming from a place like where we have rage, that's really what it is. It's like someone made you feel not good enough, not enough, not feeling supported, not worthy, because there's a spirit inside of you, and that spirit part of you is the God part of you. It's our connection to each other, it's empathy, it's sensitivity. And so we always have to come from the highest state of consciousness, which is unconditional love, because that's the energy of God, because the God is just the universe, and the universe, this energy is unconditional love, which is the same energy inside of us. So the rage is actually opposite. We know that that's a shadow, and we know if someone feels bad about themselves, it's a root chakra imbalance, because that root chakra is our connection to who we perceive that we are, how grounded we are in the world, how well we feel like we can navigate through the world. If we don't feel like we can do that, it's because we don't know who we are enough. And in that, you gave this person too much. So that's why that happened. So spirit says, well, we can integrate some energy, spiritual energy. So even if this person comes back, that you would still be the more evolved person, and you would have to teach this person how to be, because their unconditional love shows them. And it would be a balanced relationship where you weren't like stifling this person, where they're in a connection with where they feel like they're in jail. You wouldn't be in that type of relationship, and they would want to stay in that relationship because it's healthier, and there really is unconditional love. And the fact that they had to humble themselves and do the work to get out of that relationship and come back to you, they would be a different person. However, they still wouldn't know how to treat you 100%. You would have to be that person that was evolved to show them how to treat you. So we ask spirit, well, what is that? And that's for the ones that come back. And either way, you still want to integrate this energy, because anyone that comes into your life would do the same thing, would assume, because you're not invested enough in yourself, you're not strong enough in yourself. So that's how karmic themes continue to play out, where you're like, oh, I keep dating the same type of person. Release. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out in the best. So what really Spirit is saying is, like, you need to release, like, feeling that you can't be in a good relationship. You need to release anything that's out of alignment with your true self. And what this says is, I control my thoughts and live in the present moment, which is again grounding. And it's by, again, interacting in life, because when you are like again grounded and interactive in life, that's when spirit works through you and works through the environment to bring you what you need to help you evolve. And then it's easier to accept every stage of life. Again, like a relationship that comes in, it's a phase. Some people come in for a day, some people come in for a moment, some people come in for a short time, some people come in for a lifetime. You're able to go with it because you're realizing you're coming from a higher state of consciousness, which is a spiritual one, which is everything that comes to me is to teach me, to heal me, to create awareness so I can heal myself, really, and that I don't really have to control anything because the universe controls everything. God's hands like changes everything. Anything that's not in alignment with the universe doesn't go along with. And again, that means if you're not coming from a place of unconditional love, so you don't need to worry. You just need to raise your vibration to a place where you love yourself unconditionally. You have shadows, and the shadow was that. It's like I grew up with someone that belittled me, made me not feel good about myself. And this person like created the same thing with inside me through how they acted. And spirit says, yes, now it's time to release that. And don't worry about anything else. Be in alignment with me, which is unconditional love, and by being an expression of love, by doing what you love, and you will attract exactly who you love, and this person will get their karma because they're like I said, they have to be ready to leave. They have to be ready to do the work. This person, what I see is that they're not ready to do the work. They're not ready to heal. And not everyone will. But that's why Spirit brought you into their life to create awareness for them. And now they get to sit and regret because they could have had a good relationship. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know whether you resonated with this, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and don't forget to write the word in the description box. And the word of the day was grounded. Not the description box, your comment bar. All right. And you'll know if I chose you, if I wrote the word winner, and we'll just reach out back and forth through my email. So send me an email at pure energy healer 70@gmail.com. Use that one, pure energy healer 70@gmail.com. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.